Right, you're welcome to my channel. So today we'll be replicating a book cover design. Um, so let's first and foremost set the image for the background. So the image size rather. So there's different size you can use for your book cover, but for this we'll be using 8 by 10. So this is the size we'll be using. There's different size you can use. There's the one they call 6 by 9. There's this 6 by 9. This one is much more longer. But we'll go back to the one we said before, 8 times 10. So let's bring in the design we'll be replicating, and it was sourced from PixelLab. So this is it. Yeah. So this is it. But before that, I want to show you. So this is our design. I want to show you another trick. If you are not okay with this size, if you want to get the exact size, it's not difficult. All you need to do is to click on the background, then go to from gallery, click on from gallery, then whatever design you want to do, you can just bring it, then you crop it to the exact size. So for this one now, we'll crop it to the exact size. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and let me know what type of tutorials you want me to be doing more often. So this way you can see we now have our design background image size. And let's go and check the size. Here it's saying 7 by 10. So 7 by 10. So let's just go back to the one we used, 8 by 10. Let's see, 8 by 10. Let's stick with this 8 by 10. Then the background, let's pick the background color from the book cover. You can make it a gradient. So let me try and make it a gradient. Let me try and use a gradient instead of color. So is this, so let's make it a gradient color of this sort. So this one will be picking the much more darker part of our design. I think this one is a little bit more darker. Then this other part, let's choose the other one that's lighter. And that's somewhat lighter. Yes. So we have it this way. That's our background. Then let's first bring all our text, because I've already copied everything that we need from of course the Keep Notes app. These are all the text we'll be using for the design. Copy. Then we put it there that way. This. Then you can lock it. Then you begin to work on it manually. So the first thing there, we'll be putting out 5 dozen strategies, and that. Of course. So 5 dozen strategies, young professionals and all that. So let's we'll be using the Bebas font. 2 type of font. We'll be using Bebas and Bebas New Regular. And for young, we'll be using the Bebas font and probably Times New Roman. Increase it. Remember to always make use of your grid lines. The idea is, as a designer, everybody has his own way that they design. Everybody has his own way of teaching and all that. But for you as a designer, the most important thing you should do, not font, the most important thing you should do is find out your own uniqueness, your own unique strength. So while I'm teaching, while you're watching this tutorial, there might be some things that you're not comfortable with. You can always do the one that feels much more better for you. But like I always tell people, before you go about doing new things, you observe and learn from what is there already. So we'll copy that. Remember, always use the grid lines, put them on, put them off where you don't need them. But for this design, we won't be needing it that much, because we'll just be centralizing gel everything, but let's reduce the line spacing. It's kind of too much. I think this is okay. So copy this. Okay, and let me just type it. Executive, please. Executive. Increase it. Increase it. Centralize it. Then copy this. Impact. So I'll be somewhat bigger. Would I use another top one? But okay. And the other thing there is an influence. The idea of having this thing is an influence. Then you just cut, cancel, copy this, push this one side, push to the front, copy this, and influence. Cut the rest. I just want to bring in all that text first, but there's something we're gonna try about. So let's bring in everything first. We're bringing everything. Understanding behavior. Understanding. Okay, let's make this the way it is. Reduce this. I just want us to put in all our text first. There's some things we still need to work on. The line spacing for this also looking much. So then bring in a new text. This will be probably times New Roman. Cut. We'll be using times New Roman. Remember to always change the color. Sure it's the exact color. So let's see times New Roman. So this okay, here it says discover practical. We still need to reduce this. Strategies to transform. Align this. Give it a center alignment. Put it this way, then copy it. Put for this one, we just putting author name, but you can write whatever name. You can write your name, but just write the way I put it. Put author name. This is just a practical project, so okay. Now we don't want it to be very bold. Let's see another variant of the Times New Roman. This is a font you can download on just type Google Times New Roman, and you get different option. What size is this? Let's make it 45. Then give it some spacing for ecstasies to make it appear much more. Then our background, I'm thinking we need to work on the gradient. We need to work on the background color because I'm not particularly okay with the way it's too dark. Don't know. I'm not particularly okay. There's something I want to try out. For now, let's just give it one color. If you're not okay with the gradient, you cannot give it one color. Once we start our main work, you see the main beauty. So we have everything put there. We can now come to bring in. Okay, let's bring in the chest piece before we go on do other adjustments. So I want to see if this one will be okay. I want to see if this will be okay. So this from the original design is looking kind of darker. Let's see if we can achieve that with saturation. Then the brightness, it's a little bit contrast. I don't think we need contrast. Okay, let's put it at the center. Then we'll bring in the other stuff there. I don't know, let's try this one out. If it goes well, crop it. If this one goes well, we use it. If not, we have another one to use. So I'll let you be the judge. This one or which of these two? I think this one. I'm looking at this one is better. I'm looking at this one is better. I think this one is better. So you can try whichever one works out too. Or using this one, delete. Or using this one. So copy. Should I reduce? Okay, let's reduce it a little bit more. Let's copy it. Hold down, properly align everything. But there's another thing you need to take note of is shadow. You see from this design, bring it to the front. You can see the shadow that was dropped on the what's it called, on the chest piece. So you don't want to just leave this chest piece like this. It won't look nice at all. You want to use shadow. So you can there's a shadow one I have now. I ought to have downloaded another different type of shadow, but let's see if this one doesn't work well with download. Let me go back to my download folder. So once more, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, to subscribe, and let me know what type of tutorial you want me to be making. This shadow, I don't think it will work well. It's cut at the edge. You don't want to use this kind of, you can see now using this shadow, you can see it won't come out nice. So you have to be mindful of what you use. So this won't work. Let me check the other one. If it doesn't, if we don't get what we want, then we'll just go back to pngwing.com. That is the site I usually go to download most of what my resources. So this shadow, we're gonna try this one out. The only thing is, of course, we're giving it a dark color. So you can play with this. You can rotate, not to. Let me lock you first. Chairman of the occasion. Let me see if I can rotate this. This is where sometimes the real work comes. Is to know, okay, no need to rotate it. All we need to do is reduce the opacity. Let's see. I just want to be done with this in time. If not, I will say let's still search for more. So let's see if I can reduce the opacity. Let me see if increasing it will make a difference. So I'll let you be the judge if you think this is okay. Let's bring this to the front and see how the effect looks like. So we'll be using this. It still gives us what we want. But if you're not satisfied with this, you can still use PNG Wink to check for more shadow effects. I'm trying to see how it can be done in time. Then copy this. I just realized that the workers piece is actually 5. There's one behind this. So let's use I think we have to increase the grid line to 18. There's something I want to do now. I'll be needing the grid line very well. Okay, let me check this 16. Okay, 12. No. Let's see, 10. There's something I want to get. I'm not getting it. They want me to go high. Let me go high. Alright, so this is what I wanted to. Something I wanted to get. Calm down, young man. So let's bring this one to the front. So that one now is at the back. Then all of them has to be the same line. That's the idea of alignment, being the same line. Okay, based on how this one is, you push it. Let's leave it this way. This last one, push it. See what alignment is. Just that little bit of thing that will give your work different. And if you want to be grounded, people are looking at you. Remember, that is what one of my mentors said. People are always looking at your design for a start. Now, don't be bothered about being. There's nothing wrong with always wanting to design great work, but for now, I would advise you that should not be your major priority. Just put in the work to be learning consistently, because in the end, that's what will make a difference. So if you've been able to achieve that, then this will copy it. So we'll now know which angle to place it. So this one was placed at the right. Okay, I think we'll place all of them at the right. This one will just bring in contrast. So copy it. This is what will make your work look alive and not just something plain. Like I said, always know the difference. If you know the difference, when you put out work, your work can be so simple, yet when other people look at it, it's going to be what we call a masterpiece. So the shadow is shadow. Shadow just like brings life into whatever it is you're doing. You don't just want to carry something and just dump it. So copy it. So I'm sure you can now see the difference of what we are trying to achieve. You can see that there's a difference, right? Remember, if you're getting value, let me know what type of tutorials you want me to make more of, because I wouldn't want to assume that this is only the kind of what you want to. Is when you let me know, then I'll do my best to make more tutorials than that. Yes, so we've been able to, okay, let's see, shift this. Remember, I always talk to you about alignment. So, okay, so we need to push this. Still push it, young man. Okay, that is done. Now let's bring all our chess pieces to the front. Let's lock this so that by mistake or by whatever, bring all of them to the front, so that the shadow will be behind, front. And yes, so with that, we've been able to achieve that. These are first shadow effects. We still need to shift to, it's not okay. I think it's okay now. We spent 29 minutes. So we'll be wrapping up very soon. Almost done with everything. Your alignment is key. So all you need to do now for this, you pick that 5 dozen. You pick the color from the chess piece. So this is the chess piece. So okay, no, that's not supposed to do. Select the particular part. So this 5 dozen will be this. Then the series, select the particular part, will be this. So that's that. Align it. Our work is aligned. Then the next thing, bring this to the front. That's what we're doing. Executive. Do we need to bring? I think we need to bring our chess pieces down a bit, just a little bit. Down. So we can bring this down a little bit too. That way. Then executive is okay. Align it, but the size. Okay, let's leave it at 110. I think spacing, there's something. So it's too much. So put it at the middle. Then the impact. What happened to you? So impact now be this way. And inference, you will need to take care of it. Spacing. So this, okay, we want it to be, it's not about increasing the size now. So that goes to say that we might need to reduce this to just make it 100, so that we get what we want. This, then we might need to reduce this size also. I believe it's very it's too big, right? Then you can just give it a little spacing, not too much, because the kind of spacing that you give this to show very well. And because this is a long font, it might not be very nice. So this will have this way. Then the next thing we'll do is we give this the red color, of course. Always remember spacing also play a very important role. So put this at the middle, then take this up a bit, then at the middle, the author spacing was given there. We still want to do something. So the only thing we need to do is there's two shapes you can do this. There was something designer did there, which I'm sure you can see. So we give it like not black per se, that, so that we still can reduce this. Then shift it this way, copy it, yes. So with that, we've come to the end of this book cover design. Remember, I told you that for most of the times after you're done, because this is still a little bit technical, you can put 2 lines there. The only thing, you reduce the opacity, copy it. It's usually 2 lines to give it like this kind of 3D effect. So because our background is kind of white, so you can just use 2 black line, this, and we'll make the other one, the first one, we'll still make it black or something like this, and we have it that way. So all you need to do is save. So yes, so now we've been able to replicate this. You delete this, then you save as project, book challenge, saving, you save as image, only save as ultra. So with that, we've come to the end of the tutorial. Thank you for watching, and see you in our challenge tomorrow.